Hello, Guido here from blockbuilders.net, and today I want to show you how the cryptocurrency exchange MEXC Global works. So first of all, MEXC Global is a great place to trade cryptocurrencies because you don't need to verify your identity, and it gives you a lot of tokens that you can trade there, either spot or futures. What the difference is between spot or futures, that's what I will explain in a few minutes to you. So first of all, if you don't have an account with MEXC yet, I put a link down in the description. If you use that link to sign up, you can take part in special promotions that they do quite often. So first of all, once you have an account, as I already said, you don't need to verify your identity. So you only need to do that if you want to withdraw or deposit more than 20 Bitcoins per day. If you don't want to do that, you don't really need to verify your identity. Otherwise, you can do that here in the settings. Just go to identification, and then you can upload a picture ID of yourself, and then you can verify your identity. So the first thing we want to do in order to trade there is we need to deposit some money. And there's not really a good way to deposit euros or any other regular currencies like British pounds, Australian dollar, and so on. And the only option that they really give you is to buy tokens with your either bank transfers or with your credit card. But that's not really a good option because they charge quite a high fee for that, and you need to verify your identity in order to do that. So the best way really to do that is basically have an account on some other exchange, like Coinbase for example, and buy some cryptocurrency there and send it over to MEXC Global. And then you can use MEXC Global, for example, to trade futures, because that's something you can't do on Coinbase, but that's something that you can do here. So if you want to deposit something, or I will first show you, if you really want to buy cryptocurrencies here with your credit or debit card, you can do that. Just type in the amount, add your card, and then you can basically buy them. Or you do global bank transfers, and they say here they don't charge a fee, but if you're really calculating it, there's quite a huge spread between your purchase amount and the money you are actually spending. So it's usually around 2%, so I wouldn't recommend that. And it takes like up to 2 days. And so really the best way to do it is, as I said, to deposit some cryptocurrency and buy them on some other exchange. So in order to deposit some cryptocurrencies, we just go to wallets here and then overview. And as you can see here, we have basically several different wallets. We have the spot wallet, the futures wallet, and our margin account, and the fiat account. So first of all, spot account is basically your regular wallet. So if you want to buy or sell cryptocurrencies, you need to put them into the spot account. And if you want to trade futures, so futures are basically a contract on a price on a certain cryptocurrency. And that gives you, for example, the option to short a cryptocurrency. And then you need to deposit something into your futures account if you want to trade futures. And if you want to trade margin, you need to deposit it in your margin account. However, you can always transfer the cryptocurrencies from one wallet into another. They don't charge you any fee for that. And it's instant, so you don't have to wait until the money arrives because it's instant. You just select your wallet here. And switch that and so on, and just specify how much you want to transfer, and then you can transfer it from one wallet into another. One of the main reasons why people are trading on MEXC Global is also the fees. So if you are buying a cryptocurrency or selling it, the maker fee is 0% and the taker fee is 0.1%. And if you are trading futures, there's again no fee if you are doing a limit order. I will go into details about maker and taker in a bit. And if you do a market order, you're basically paying just 0.03% of the amount that you are trading. So that's it. Once you have money in your account, the first thing you can do is you can trade cryptocurrencies. So if you want to buy a cryptocurrency and hold it or withdraw it from the exchange, you can do that on spot trading. And here you can basically select your trading pair. So let's say we are trading here Cardano against USDT. So I would always recommend trading against USDT because that's basically what most of the trading pairs are against. And that are also the most liquid trading pairs. So it really makes sense to trade against USDT. So let's say we want to buy some BTC. Can just go to BTC USDT and make sure you're on spot here. And I already have some USDT. Otherwise, if you send a different cryptocurrency here to MEXC Global, you can just sell it and then against USDT, and then you have it. And if we like, the easiest thing to do is a market order. And if you want to buy it, you just specify how much you want to invest, like half your money or 100% of your money, and then you just click buy BTC, and it will automatically buy BTC for you for the best price available on the market. So that's a market order, and for that you are paying the taker fee, so the 0.1%, because you are basically taking liquidity away because you are filling an order from the order book. If you do a limit order, you don't pay any fee. And how that works is basically you specify the price. So Bitcoin is at roughly 24,000 US dollars right now. So you can say if the price drops to 23,000 US dollars, you want to invest all your money into Bitcoin, and then you basically click buy BTC. And then you can see we have an open order here where it says that we want to buy Bitcoin and when the price of 23,192 is reached and the amount we want to invest. And then the order will stay in the order book until that price is reached. And if the price is never reached, the order will stay there forever. Or of course you can cancel it anytime. Just click cancel here. And that's basically a limit order where you don't pay any fee. So you're basically paying the maker fee because you are more or less a market maker, because you're providing liquidity with your order that gets written into the order book. So that's basically limit and market order. Especially if you do, or if you want to invest bigger amounts, I would always recommend using a limit order. And besides that, you can trade futures as well. I will get back to that in a minute. And you can basically trade leverage tokens. As you can see, you can either go long or short, 3x, 5x, but I wouldn't recommend it as a beginner. So just trade either spot or futures with low leverage instead of leverage tokens. However, they have the option if you want to do that. So let's have a look at the futures. Futures is basically a way for you to either go long a cryptocurrency or short it and trade with leverage. So especially if you are trading Bitcoin, you can use up to 200x leverage. However, I would recommend it. I would recommend not using a higher leverage than 3x. Because what happens is, let's assume you are doing a 100x leverage and you are going Bitcoin long. That would basically mean you are losing all your money if the price just moves 1% against you. So if you're long and the price drops by 1%, you would lose all your money in that position. However, with 200%, you would basically lose all your money if the price drops 0.5%. So let's stay with 2x leverage. And then you can either choose isolated or cross. Isolated basically means you can only lose the money that you have in that position. Cross basically means it takes all the money as a hedge that you have in your futures wallet. So even if you are choosing cross here, you can only use the money that you have in your futures wallet. So that's why exchanges have several wallets for trading, to make sure you're not losing all your money, but just the money that you have in a certain wallet. And for futures, it's obviously the futures wallet. So I would always recommend isolated trading, then confirm. And if you want to go short, and you can also specify that, confirm. And then it's basically the same again. You can either do a market or a limit order. And market order, you just specify how much you want to invest, and then you either open a long or a short position. Let's say you want to do a limit order, and you can basically say, okay, if the price goes to 25,933, you want to go short, then you click open short. And then it basically puts your order in under open orders, and then you can see your order here, and it would basically open the order once the price goes to almost 26,000 USD. If the order is filled, it would basically move to open position here instead of open order. And however, we can cancel that order anytime. So, as I said, the biggest advantage of futures trading is you can trade with leverage and you can go short. And as I said, the fees are lower. However, besides the regular fees when you open or close a position, and with a market order, as I already said, that's 0.03%. With a limit order, it's basically free. You are still paying a funding rate. So the funding rate can be positive or negative. Right now it's positive. That basically means that more people are long than short. So long positions are paying 0.01% in now 15 minutes, and the funding rate will be basically charged every 8 hours. So, and it will only be charged if you are in a position. So right now we are not in a position, so we don't pay anything. If we would open up a position and would stay in that position for 48 minutes, they would basically charge us 0.01%. if it is a long position. If we would open a short position, they basically would pay us 0.01%. And if the funding rate is negative and we are in a long position, then we would receive that money. And if the funding rate is negative and we are in a short position, we would pay. So that's basically how funding works. And of course, the funding rate is flexible. So if really a lot of people are long or short, it can be way higher or way lower. So that's basically it in terms of funding rate. And there are several other things you can do on MEXC Global. There's, for example, a copy trade version or a copy trade thing. There you can see different traders on the exchange, and you can see their return on investment for 7 days in total and how much they invested, and you can basically follow them and you can automatically execute the trades that they are doing. So you don't really have to trade, they will do the trading for you and you don't have to do anything. So that's basically follow trading. And that's basically it for today. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to use the comments down below. If you find that video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.